Yeah, I'll go back. I need to do one or two last things. I just need to finish my food. But also I need to get one thing out to properly control stuff. Uh, so I still set up the game and everything. I'm just gonna go immediately to the starting screen. Sorry. Alright, we're back. So as noted, the schedule has changed. I will be now streaming Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Why? Because, well, one, it just keeps happening that I got stuff early in the morning on Fridays. And two, I have a once a month D&D game popping up during that time slot. And why are you doing this? I am just sitting here. You are pointed directly at my goddamn face. Shut the fuck up, camera. Hold on. Give it a moment. Let me just... If you're wondering what's happening here, I move stuff around. There we go. I got tired of having a constant switch between the two games once. When I loading it, and since I had to load the game up, which makes it pain in the ass to get back to OBS just to swap it over, so now I have two separate instances for it of game capture. Yay! Anyways, I have a new D&D game started. There's also another one that's going to be starting, and that's on my normal time. The premise is we're doing a guild system set within a single shared city. The guild will have free jobs posted, and some of the day you'll be just taking jobs and such. You pick which job you want, you sit at the table, and you play with the group of people who does what you want. Right now we were a little light numbered, so our first playtest of this system. Wait, why did I grab that? I forgot. I'm not taking everything on someone's corpse anymore. But my tables actually got through our first one so quickly that we ended up doing two of them. And the time the other table did one. The basic premise of the two we went through was we had to help some people, help a guy, just escort a guy. The guy we were dealing with was not. We even had to have characters with preset stats. We had to rearrange ourselves. Because it's a playtest for this system the GMs are working on, and yeah, me and three dudes just annihilated the bandits that showed up. The only other problem we had to deal with was a riddle puzzle for a fairy's friend that was trapped in a ball. It was a Goliath. I completely failed to understand what the riddle was. I almost said shadow, which would have gotten my character sucked up into it, but someone else had an idea before I could. say anything, and they were correct. It was due, because I actually missed part of the riddle. That is the one flaw in this setup, because we've got multiple tables running, but not really enough space that we routinely end up not hearing each other well, at least I often end up having trouble sometimes hearing over the other groups. But it was fun, you know. The DM had a very fun, simple character. It wasn't very long because the DM literally had to come up with it that day, which, oof, yeah. But it was fun. It was fun character interactions. The guy with a shoe salesman who kept trying to convince members of the party to buy his shoes. He was smart enough not to waste his time trying to pitch to me, because I was an Owlin, and as such, I don't wear shoes.
I'm all for taking all we can, but you're looking a little way.
He eventually convinced the, and he's of course a bit of a, a scam artist, overcharging for his shit. He tried to convince one guy who had pretty new shoes to give him 5 silver as a deal for new shoes. Then he told us, and then when we freed the Goliath, he convinced the guy, "Hey, I can fix your shoes up for you. Make a brand new for 1 gold." He fixed them up, and you can barely tell the difference before where he did his work. It was a very funny, just short thing, but it was fun. Honestly, I liked it. It was just solid fun.
Yes.
Looks like a Brotherhood.
It was not locked at all. Oh wait, you did this?
Strong, you're almost capped out. Bite me. Alright, so okay, I didn't see that up there. Ah, okay, that's the way out. But, the second one, we had to go clear a basilisk from a cave. We fought some evil frog dudes that were also living there. One of the players was real smart about it. His character set up a fire, and we smoked them out. If it wasn't for my bad luck, we would have taken the basilisk by surprise while it was unconscious. That's a hell of a thing to do. Unfortunately, the luck was not with me that day. Or it was up until it wasn't. Before, I was effortlessly killing murking dudes. But my primary advantage is taking the fact that I can fly to give myself the high ground, and thus give myself advantage on checks and get sneak attack. and you know, level 3, and no magic here. So when I botched a roll, I botched.
What a waste of space.
It is real bad. I rolled a 1 on a stealth check in the cave, which okay, not good. Then I rolled a 1 on my strength check to stop myself from. I think it was a strength check. It might have been a dex check, but I don't think so. I actually have. No, it was whatever it was. Whatever it was.
I've never lost anyone before.
Technical
This
document.
failure is new to me.
Good. I rolled a 1 on it, and ended up face planting into the dwarf character who was holding a mirror. We had gone for to deal with this thing.
Nice.
And it smashed to the ground. And I was like, wait, it happened. That's what takes a minute to cast, and you just woke it up. Shit.
Wayne, I'm leaving this message with Marcy in case you come looking for me. Though I pray you don't. The military took over the hospital, and everything's gone to hell in the city.
Oh!
Things here, they're
This is Wayne and the kids' mom.
People are dying
wife.
every day, and most of the time all we can do is watch, try to make them comfortable. One of the other nurses told me she heard a radio signal that sounded like you and the boys. I don't know if it's true, if you're still out there, but we've got a way out, and I'm gonna try to find you.
They were set up in a town way over here. Where was it? I can't remember where it was, but they were set up in a town way over here. I thought that she was in over here in a different hospital area.
If you find any spare parts, you be sure to let me know.
These
Will
appear
do.
worthless. Surely we can leave that behind.
But yeah. Yeah, the character I'm playing that one is a mischievous, troublemaking rogue, Alan, who is a bit of a Robin Hood. She's, you know, she likes to cause problems, but she's also the type, you know, to actually give a chunk of her money to charity and shit and all that. Maybe not as much as in this setting, because it's going to be a low payout, low magic setting, but still. Or at least low magic and then low magic items. It'll be a long time before you can afford even commons. And the only way to remotely win that role is to play an artificer, which I plan on multi-clapping into, so that fits fine. Arcane Trickster Artificer. I never got to make use of my main hand, but...
Good day. Name a very important person. It was a pleasure to serve you.
hell? 9 psycho, money.
Remind you of brighter days, man?
This is something before the troubles.
Buff out.
yes?
Ah, that's the plane that hit the building. Ah, there's Diamond City. There's our friends up there. There's something. I don't think I've been there. No. Let's head down. Yeah, I plan on using armor to get the infiltrator. And so someone don't know I can swap the suit out, but honestly, why would I? Maybe if I was depending on certain characters, sure I could see that
Have you
he
found
play,
something?
but my last character was a very focused on pugilism
Leave that junk
and
behind.
had
You're just
no
wasting
real
space.
interest in becoming a sneaky
I
sneakerson.
suggest we take as much as we
So
can carry.
yeah. I wasn't expecting to do another artifact. I was originally going to be doing a warlock rogue, but the entire character concept was reliant on this guy actually being evil, and I'm not sure I really want to play that anymore. Plus, someone might be playing a reborn, and I don't want any potential conflict with the character idea I have there with someone else's stuff. Since the big idea with if they were going to become a warlock of the Raven Queen, get their stuff is honestly really interesting, especially for a bad guy character. In D&D, there's a way to bring dead back and ask, yeah, you force them to answer 3 questions, but they don't have to tell the truth. This bypasses that litmus. You can go kill somebody, murk somebody, and then get an answer. Without them being prepared for it. Not them being prepared for it. What the fuck does that mean? You can murk somebody and then force their spirit to tell you sensitive information about their organization. And I really had fun coming up with that character combination. But I think with the big group thing, I think it's not going to work. Plus, the low payouts, I think, will stimulate that. This character, I think, is fun. It honestly calls back a bit to my original first character. Since that was a bard artificer, but I don't think that really worked out great in her favor either. Yeah, she was there with the first maybe idea of a character. You know. Whereas this one's more refined. Even though I absolutely came up with some character stuff on the spot because I was trying to figure out what background to give her. I picked Corridor. Courier, and I loved it already. I may or may not have borrowed some ideas from Z&T. If you don't know, just it's honestly a very mid, from what I've remembered of it, Isekai Portal story, but it's got some cool stuff in background lore, and one of the big things I focus on is the that I'm pulling inspiration is the stuff between Princess Henrietta and main girl Louise. Stuff that doesn't really get emphasized at all because, again, it's a mid, kind of boring harem anime. So basically, Courier background is that my character was a kid of a decently powerful merchant who basically got used as a playmate for a much more powerful and important noble girl. And they were the best of friends. And this resulted in the main character herself becoming fairly sheltered from the world until one day on a trip from another noble's lands, they came across a village that was basically half starved to death. Both were extremely horrified and moved and shaped them. But the main character a bit more because, you know, she's not a true noble and all that. Which led her to becoming, you know, a rude. That's half the inspiration. The other half is the fact that, you know, well, it's more fanfic, but because frankly, it's more interesting in fanfics than I have for the canon romance stuff. Yes, the two caught feelings for each other. That makes it even more interesting, in my opinion. That is fertile ground for some DMs that come up with fun stuff. Okay. Bill. What do I do next? Weather Rain got that, but turned both of those in. Doing both of those might piss off Strong and Kate though, so Quarter Mastery, nope. Benign Intervention, I could go start doing that. A New Threat. No, not yet. Oh, shit. Oh, no, wait, it's hiding what it is because I'm up here, I think. Fetch my power armor. I want down the expressway.
Huh. You look quite dashing, that.
Yeah, I know, you're just like that, but it's nothing, and I want him down quickly. Oh. That's off-map stuff. Great. In that case, oh, I do have something at Dunwich Borders. It's good to be able to just leave this wherever I want and just summon it back to me when it's time. In that case, I'm gonna go to Green Top Mercery and take out Breakheart Banks. I'll probably take a break from, not an actual break, but a break from combat stuff afterwards to work on Vault 88. Ugh. Boop boop. Hopefully this will get us a little bit closer. I think our new robot friend is out of the count, so.
Human trying to start trouble? I'm ready for a fight.
Hey, watch it! You might hit something you regret.
Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
Have you found something interesting?
Dog meat. I also stopped by the main base just to dump some stuff. Interesting. And maybe checking it up again on the Infinite Waterworks. Oh. Okay, so I know it's up there, but there's something over here. Right on my map. Right next to it. And who knows, maybe I will swap out for the more combat-focused armor. If I ever get an Elven Cloak to go over it instead. Cloak of Elvenkind. Because that's basically what most of the Infiltrator armor does, but better. Yeah, I like carrying characters with ideas that DMs can, you know, actually work on.
Targets in range. Are you injured, ma'am?
Explosives.
I suppose we should dispatch them.
That was amusingly simple.
They went to great trouble to defend this place.
Hell, what the fuck is this?
I always take human junk, not me.
Or take the old documents to sell. Yeah, he's gonna be pissed. Hopefully I can get him to max soon. Send him on his way. Drunk's fun, but I don't think most of the people I was playing with were much better at
Human junk.
role-playing
Human junk.
in that section than I was, but I'm also just not used to doing it as much.
Maybe I could carry some of that for you.
But also the character that I was playing was also very fun and goofy. One particular dwarf, very dumb, very straightforward, barbarian dwarf, but fun. For instance, he's spent much of the fight against the basilisk blind, because he closed his eyes. And he's convinced he's the one who beat it by holding a shroud of mirror in its eye. Because it turned to stone when it was defeated. I was not really paying attention while I was doing that. Alright. Nope. The sentence description. Observation. Populations. Oh, that's close. It's close. I already clicked personality though, I think. Yeah, that's not it. That's what I get for not paying attention when I first started clicking. Candelabras, nope. Technicians, nope. Okay, so. Interesting. It doesn't appear to have anything to do with candelabras, and it doesn't overlay a lot with that except an N as the second last letter.
Leave the science stuff to the brain guys and let's go.
You certainly have a knack for adapting to technology.
Where the fuck have I gone? This is a lot more of a detour than I thought it would be. Soccer destroyed this place. But yeah. That's right, Kate's wearing power armor, I forgot. Huh. Hold on, let me hydrate. Not really sure I'm fond of this one. Ugh. Oh, turret control. Captain Ruin ordered me to take over a long-range monitoring sec. That means 4 weeks so this one was only military rations. Anything the transistor radio to keep me company. However, I'll try to make the best of it. Monitoring the airwaves, range sufficient transmissions. Maybe next month I'll get more things like it. I'll tell the kids to like goodbye. Goodbye for a month. Anything today, I was wondering the man like stuff normally used by outdated equipment when I came across a very strange repeating message. It was very difficult to make out due to all the static, but I thought this reacted to about an hour, but the eternal void, dreams are getting darker, blood runs so still. The other thing I picked up was what I assume to be call sign, DEK, and I'm going to either over to translation and watch it as soon as possible. What? Yeah, so I assume they haven't come with the answers. While I was waiting, I decided to continue monitoring the things around the clock. I haven't heard a thing in 4 days. I'm getting awfully anxious to hear something now new, or for the translator to tell me what the heck I heard. Oh, that's the wait. Hey, the making noise in the elevator, but it's like tonight again. I looked at the radar and said the elevator's been in its lockdown state since I got here, so that doesn't make any sense. Another expense system as the precaution broke out the emergency rifle we keep locked up down here. Killed him when I was fine. The bang continued for almost an hour straight. It didn't stop. I don't know why, but I had a strange feeling of it that didn't sound like to the mysterious broadcast I intercepted. I had swinging in the elevator. Watching finally broke free and told me that the holotape recording received was blank. No way, I turned out they were right, but he had nothing on it. When I mentioned that nobody said that it was possible I was feeling auditory hallucination from being isolated for so long. They'd have someone to read me. It's possible that this isolation is something in my mind. Maybe I wanted to find a mystery solved, so after time so badly my imagination decided to take over. Boys, I hope this doesn't go down on my permanent record.
I think that's a marvelous invention, don't you think?
Okay. I am not sure about that. That it's as simple as your bosses made it out to be. Gallus Brahman skull. As far as it doesn't look contaminated. It is. I should have realized. But I was curious. Someone's drowned in this. Or Yao Boy dragged the corpse down there. Hell of a mystery.
Strong not understand why human always take garbage. Must be human thing.
You're gonna drag that junk around.
I can't even find any sign about what the fuck happened here. It just, you know, guy dealt with weird shit. Might have been an hallucination. But I don't think that's the only possible answer there. I don't know what's going on there, but we had a Dunwich building in 3, and it was a reference to Cthulhu mythos stuff, so, yeah, does not guarantee shit. Anyways, so...
Ground floor.
Are you looking for a new career in science? Cambridge Polymer Labs is now
We could hold out pretty well in a spot like this.
Apply today.
How am I when it comes to get that out of the way? How am I on? Ooh, almost to a level up. But yeah, case in point, my other character I'm playing that I left hooks on for GM stuff. Their their adoptive parent is a archfey. Specifically, I've gone ahead and gone back to my original whim of making it Tasha. And they are explicitly going to become a warlock under them eventually. This is absolutely going to cause plot stuff because, you know, Tasha's pretty fucking big. Originally, I went for an OC one, but when I was doing character creation, but after I mentioned just the core concept to the GM, and his eyes lit up under Tasha, I was like, no, give him a bone to play with. Okay. I clearly didn't pay close enough attention when I was dumping shit. Oh, I got a sniper rifle. I didn't notice I got a sniper rifle.
I may have detected unusual behavior.
Ultron Invader.
We may have an enemy
The
nearby.
enemy has been spotted.
Now wear your guts around my neck.
Prepare to be annihilated. Get down. Find anything useful?
Have you found something interesting?
Let's go.
Most of them.
Lieutenant Gutsy. That was a legendary Gutsy when I saw him, but as he started going down, I'm like, oh, never mind. Alright. How very useful for them to provide a distraction. For us, they provided a very nice distraction. Wheel spin.
Whoa, whoa. You hear that?
Gonna splatter your brain!
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
32 squats, yeah. Super mutant Primus, huh? Then you can call me Unicron, and then I'm gonna fucking devour you. Fucking missed. I think this calls for a plasma.
Bleed and die!
Eat shit.
Who in their right mind would be farming in the middle of the goddamn wasteland?
I believe you're supposed to file a police report, yes? And all the little things going back.
I'm not harvesting any melons. here.
Living take what dead leave.
I'm all for taking all we can, but you're looking a little way down there.
You might want to drop some of those things you're carrying.
These people
Yeah.
in the garbage can, yes?
We'll drop shit later. Alright. How much for Primus? Quantum Anacherry. How nice, how nice. Does this not have a way to turn into a... Huh, I figured this would have a workbench. But yeah, no, not that kind of workbench. Oh, I guess this was just a dungeon. Ah, shit. Ah, I ran out running the bum.
I recommend against stepping on those again. It is hazardous for your health.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to step on those. Fury, I understand. Even when you can't outride them. Ugh, give me one here. But yeah, the character is based loosely on one of those character concept memes you see online. They're parent with a demon. They sold the baby off to Tasha from something or other. Disappeared, never to be seen again, and the main character was raised as a servant, but managed to worm their way through persistence into the heart of Tasha enough to accept being called mom and accept what that means. But, even I'm no expert on Tasha, but she's not exactly a great person, so, that absolutely factors in. Look how parent she is, but it's still better than she was treated before she got her wore down. So, yeah, they're a Sorlock, and I'm starting to maybe rethink what I'm going to do with them as a Sorlock, but I still think ultimately I want to go with Pact of the Chain. Maybe I'll still dip into Eldritch Spear and other such things, because this is going to turn into a nautical campaign, and I can't help but think, it would be fun to snipe enemies from another ship. So, yeah, just give me a moment here, dude. Not the biggest fan of the thing I'm drinking right now, but I poured it. I'm not wasting it. I could go turn the mission in. I'm probably gonna go do that, honestly. But first, I'm gonna get up and do those 32 squats. Oh yeah. The honest here, I am not feeling the most energetic today, and I'm not sure if I'm not sure why my energy has faded so much today. I haven't been the most active as compared to usually when I'm like this. I've just been kind of tired the entire day. But some days you get days like that. Yeah, we're probably not going to play during the first session. We're just hammering things out, but depending on how long we're doing it, because this one will be the first time I've gotten to experience an actually lengthy session. Usually we play for 3 hours because that's vaguely 3 hours because that's the limit of time. Oh, hold on. Let me just do some stretches, honestly. Before I get out. Oh, I'd already done a lot. I haven't even gone up. That was just me stretching while sitting. That can do a lot to invoke your energy levels, but I'm not sure that may not. Okay. Let me just. Sometimes, yeah, that's all it takes to get the energy flowing back. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Honestly, right now it's feeling pretty good. It's stretching me the fuck out. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Aw, 2 puppies. 14, 15, 16. Ooh, okay. Oh, just let me just. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ooh, okay, it started feeling tiring to do it. 21, 22. Looking at some fake CP puppies snuggled up with their mom. Very cute. They're growing good. They went from a few days ago. They went from when they were born. First off, offering them in my hand. In the palm of my hand. To two barely fitting my hand. And while one is clearly being there, to the right. I sometimes can't even remember which one is supposed to be the right. Because the other two are honestly about par. One of them's definitely going to be the bigger of them, though. Right now, it's just this cute, pudgy little thing, but that usually means it's going to grow more. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I haven't done a bit.
Change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this
That did tire me out a bit in the end, but it also got it all the energy flowing. So.
Appreciate it. All right, folks. That's enough sentiment from me for this.
Hey there.
I knew you would help
Get it
us.
on back to
Ready to get paid for those tower
Now
berries?
here's
Or
worry,
are you here
worry,
to,
worry.
Well, you're still
admire
alive.
the
That either means you haven't gone after those super mutants yet.
Yeah, I'll take those caps now.
Here you go. 2 caps per berry. Thanks much.
Friends, it's certainly true that when you smoke, you want smoothness, mildness, and
Not
deep
much,
down
but
enjoyment.
meh.
And that's precisely what you'll
Those
get
super
with
mutants
Lucky
won't be
Strike
bothering you
Light,
again.
because
I
there's
guess you were the
never
right
a
person
rough
for the
puff
job,
in a
huh?
Lucky. Just think of that, friend.
Thanks,
Luckies
friend.
are always
By the way,
smooth, mild, and
we've
mellow,
decided to
every
support the
puff of
Minutemen.
way. For you see, it
We've got
takes
to help
fine
each other if we
tobacco
want
make
things
a
to get
fine
better.
Cigarette. And LS MFT Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
Good to meet
Fine
you.
tobacco costs more, and Luckies pay more. That's right. Luckies
All right.
pay millions of dollars more than official parity prices to get right
That's all right.
yellow tobacco for your Lucky Strike. Just listen for a moment to what the tobacco experts say about the kind of leaf Lucky Strike buys.
Sniper hasn't changed. So.
Engineer from Clarksville, Virginia, who recently said, all in all, I've sold over 100
The
million
second
pounds of
stage is still
tobacco.
pretty fucking
Season
good.
after season, I've seen Lucky Strike buy fine tobacco. Prime, ripe leaf. The kind of tobacco for downright good smoking. I've
But
smoked
I
Lucky's
probably
regular
won't
for
grab
14
it.
years. Now there's a tip for you, friends, from a man who really knows tobacco. So for your own
That's
deep
pretty
down
fucking
smoking
useful.
enjoyment, light up a Lucky. You'll agree with the tobacco experts, with the millions who choose Luckies for a finer, milder, smoother smoke.
That's really fucking
Yes, puff
useful.
after
So
puff,
grabbing
pack
that
after pack.
someday
There's never a rough puff in a
makes
Lucky.
you very
Good
dangerous.
reason to
Okay.
make your next carton Lucky.
Upping blacksmith is something I want to do eventually,
Why are camels
along with
by
armor,
far
but
America's most popular cigarette? 2 of the reasons are flavor and mildness. No other cigarette has Camel's rich, full flavor, and no other cigarette offers this proof of mildness. In a coast-to-coast test of hundreds of people with normal throats, noted throat specialists
I think
reported
I'm
not
going to
one
just save
single
that.
case of throat irritation.
We might be
Due to
getting rid of them
smoking
soon,
Camel.
and
Try Camels yourself. Then
if
you'll know
not, I'll
why
probably
Camel
just jump it
leads
into
all other brands
love to
by
honestly
billions of
buy
cigarettes
Idiot
per
Savant.
year.
Like my goal is
What
just get
cigarette
luck
do
up so I can
you
get some
smoke, Doctor? That question
stuff,
was
but
asked
also I
15
just
years
want my
ago.
crit bar to grow faster.
113,597 doctors. The brand name most was Camel. Recently, that question was again asked of tens of thousands of doctors across the country. Doctors in all branches of medicine. And again, the brand named most was Camel. Yes, according to these nationwide surveys, more
We're gonna
doctors
go,
smoke Camels
go to Sanctuary.
than any other cigarette. Friends,
I'll check the one
smoke
thing,
the
just get the
cigarette
water,
so many
which I will
doctors
then dump in the
enjoy.
in the
Change
water
to
box.
Camels for 30 days and see how mild, how flavorful, how enjoyable a
Yeah.
cigarette can be. Yes, change to Camels for 30 days, and you'll stay with Camels from then on.
How mild, how mild, how mild can a cigarette be?
Give me
Make the Camel
2 or 3 minutes, folks.
and you'll see. Smoke Camels and see.
To find out how well Camels agree with the throats of smokers, this far-reaching test was made. Hundreds of people from coast to coast, people with normal throats, smoked only Camels for 30 days. Each week, leading throat specialists examined the throats of these smokers. They made 2,470 examinations and reported not one single case of throat irritation due to smoking Camels. Try Camels for 30 days and see how mild, how flavorful, how enjoyable.
Here you go.
cigarette can be.
Okay. Sorry.
Here's Dick Powell with a special message. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the makers of Camels have sent more than 198 million gift camels to our armed forces. This week, gift camels go to hospitalized servicemen and veterans at Veterans Hospitals, Framingham, Massachusetts, and Durban, Michigan.
Yeah, you're here. We're going to go ahead and do trading now.
And to all hospitals operated for the U.S. Air Forces in the Far East. Now, until next week, enjoy Camels. I always do.
Citizens of the Commonwealth, it is I.
Pipe
Elder
stuff
Maxon
gets
of the
saved
Brotherhood.
because...
Ah, gotcha. Solomon here. How's everybody doing? Up next
It's not,
is the Lonesome Drifter,
you know, just makes
telling us
good
about
solid,
those streets of New
ooh,
Reno.
As I walked out in the streets of New Reno, as I walked out in New Reno one day, I spied a young cowboy.
Guns and ammo. Forget human junk.
You might want to think about dropping some of that.
Carla, need to pick something up? Road's pretty long from here.
No, I need to
I've
drop
got a few
something
minutes
off.
to browse.
Always happy to make a sale.
Well, lots of guns for you, Carla. Don't really run into the other people much on the road anymore. Boop, boop. Oh, I gave all the pipe stuff to what's his face. Boop, boop. Yeah, that's the stuff I use. And then stuff I could use, other stuff I could use. Don't really need steel, but I do need screws. Always need screws. Oil's also good. A little bit more oil is good, but cooking oil. Boop.
And that
Boom,
was her heart
boom.
with Skeeter Davis.
Okay, now I have more energy. My eyes keep on focusing, and I'm like.
The Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, folks, and that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle, an old holdout of theirs from...
That's true, but wouldn't hurt to grab it for
From everything
circuitry.
I heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a
Like
better
a
position
Dictal.
than whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. And that's good to hear.
To be honest, I could use some more.
And having found its way back home to
Right
a
away.
player, here's Bob Crosby with Way Back Home.
Combat rifle. Eh. Yeah, I'll take that shotgun back. Hoopers.
If this useful stuff would not be left by other humans.
Feeling nostalgic or something?
This world sends me. This world of Brooklyn is very
So it's up, and I don't have any interest in doing a run for money, and honestly, I'm feeling like I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah, just if I lack too much energy, I just don't feel like I can do a good job screaming. So. Let's just take a quick trip to that and head back to the home. And,
you know what?
I'm probably. No, never mind. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. That made me a bit more energetic, but when my eyes keep on focusing what I'm looking at, I know I'm cooked for this stream. Sorry. I don't know what it is. I know it's not a health thing, because honestly, I am actually doing better than I have in a while. I think I just didn't have good sleep last night. And yeah, what you think today? Maybe I'll come back on and try to stream for another hour, folks, before I go to bed.